Cage can be intimidating, but for Kyle Stewart, the WFF welterweight champion, it is not the biggest battle he's faced. Stepping into a mixed martial arts cage can be intimidating, but for Kyle Stewart, the WFF welterweight champion, it is not the biggest battle he's faced. You see, Kyle is a Marine who served 3 tours in Afghanistan with the 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines.
I was actually an infantry machine gunner. When I joined the Marine Corps, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a door kicker. I wanted to go hunt down bad guys.
After beating his opponent last Saturday in 12 seconds, Stewart will spend Veterans Day training for his next MMA fight. And Veterans Day means a lot to him, but maybe not for what he gave, but for what he received.
People always, they come up and they're all happy Veterans Day, thank you for your service. I tell people I got way more from my experience in the Marine Corps than I was ever able to get back, and I think most Marines will say that same thing. The experiences that I had in life, I got more life experience in that probably 8 years of my life than a lot of people will get in their entire lives living.
This champion of the cage always thanks his fellow Marines after every fight. He says it's important to remember where you come from.
It's not just a fighter in here in the cage. This is the United States Marine here in the cage. And when you fight me, all these guys are behind me supporting me. Whether they're at the fight or they're watching online, they're watching it on TV, wherever they're at, I want them to know that they're what I think about when I walk into the cage.
Kyle is undefeated as a pro and sees parallels of being in combat in a war zone to combat in the ring.
You're nervous, you're scared, and then you take a look around and you see all these other dudes and they're just as scared as you are. But there's this kind of feeling that's like, you know what, we're in this together, we're gonna go do this together. And that compares to MMA, on a much smaller scale, you get that same feeling, which is why I love fighting so much.
This Marine has big goals for his career and is not shy to tell you where he's headed.
Without a doubt, I will be fighting in the UFC in 3 years. I'll give it 3 years. So for me, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. There's no doubt I'll be in the UFC someday.
He is absolutely obsessed with it and is very driven. So it's kind of his work ethic. That's what makes him a champion.
But on this Veterans Day, it's also important to thank him for what he's done and for where he's been.